It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Garden joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 20 carries, 102 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you. Important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Now it's gone. Complete here. It's high. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. There's Goff. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 109 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
47-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, gone. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cook running right, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From just shy of midfield, Goff. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Back to throw, Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
The full start backs them up 5. First and 15. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To the air again. Goff. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run on first down. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
For the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Minnesota.
They run again on first down. Cook finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Try to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions on one play have taken the lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Take it in at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Jarvis Landry leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Lions, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And some room to work. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A bit. Big time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Draw play, ETN. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Goff now to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. To throw is Goff. He's got Smith here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. his man on the comeback route. Complete.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff, touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown. The season, and the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Vikings 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running is Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again to about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. His throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had. Put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized it was a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Lions, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town.